Hello and welcome to League 8. This is match 1 of the league, and we won the die roll, so we will play first. I'm playing with Veil of Summer in the sideboard now, so we'll see what that does for us in our blue and black matchups. This hand is... it's so close. If this were a Titan or even a Breach, I think we would keep this hand. I think we can do better. I'm gonna try mulliganing a little more aggressively for hands that actually do things. I know I mentioned how I hate mulliganing below 6, but oh boy, well, now we're going to 4. 1, 2, and 3. A little unfortunate, but should probably have kept that 7 or that 6. In fact, if I was going to keep this lightning bolt, I think I should have played light on that mountain. Alright, looks like Warza, or Grixis Death Shadow, I suppose, if they still even play Mishra's Bauble. One of my big weaknesses as a player is definitely mulliganing skills. I have like this primal, this deep down subconscious fear of mulliganing below 6. And even with the London mulligan, I just feel like this deck doesn't do much, or isn't capable of doing very much when it's running on 5 or less cards in the opener. So, and well, now we're revealed, and there goes our ramp. So, Overgrown Tomb and Mishra's Bauble. Is this some kind of Jund? A little unfamiliar, but maybe Death Shadow Jund. Alright, we're kind of at the mercy of our top decks here. This really doesn't feel good. Overgrown Tomb, Polluted Delta, Mishra's Bauble, Thoughtseize. Alright, it's looking more like DSJ every second. And it's a 3-4. Alright, well, I guess that's something. We're definitely in trouble here. I mulliganed a little aggressively, maybe too much so, but one of the things I've learned in trying to become a better player is knowing your weaknesses, and by far my biggest weakness is mulliganing. I would say my second biggest is sideboarding. I am often inconsistent with my sideboard choices, but at the time they always feel good. So if you can think of other ways, if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I don't have that many at this moment, but for those of you that look forward to these videos and watch them, I would definitely appreciate the dialogue. I discard a card and 2 to me. Oh, there goes Lightning Bolt. Maybe I should have gotten rid of Titan. This whole game is kind of down the drain, but now that I'm seeing Breeding Pool, is this another Niv? No, I don't think Niv Mizzet would run Mishra's Bauble. They're all about their dual colored cards. So Breeding Pool is definitely But yeah, if you see anything that I can be doing to tighten up my play, definitely please start a dialogue. I'll answer any comments I get, and I think you all can help me learn to play a little better. There are definitely things I can do to improve, and my mulliganing skills are definitely just one of them. All right, this is looking a lot more like Death Shadow Jund. Okay, Now it definitely is. Yep. With a touch of blue just for... Alright, I don't think there's any way... I don't think there's any card that gets us out of this, so I'm going to concede here. Cinderglade. Stomping Ground. Well, we wouldn't have lived to play it, so we'll begin sideboarding. I think I accidentally revealed my hand. I wanted to draw a card, but then it moved at the last quarter of a second. Alright, so no Blood Moons, so we can cut a forest. This is a Veil of Summer matchup if I've ever seen one. Relic of Progenitus also. Beast Within seems good. Obstinate Baloths. Engineered Explosives. I think even Rurik Thar can be pretty good here by forcing them into a position where they can't cast non-creature spells. And Tireless Tracker seems like it could be good here. Let me think about that. Tireless Tracker. I'm really hoping the game doesn't go very long. We haven't showed Through the Breach or Simian Spirit Guide, so as far as our opponent is concerned, we're probably just Titan Shift. We can lose Anger of the Gods. I think we want to keep as much of the element of surprise as we can. We'll lose those. We can lose a Bolt and a Farseek. I think we can cut it Through the Breach. I think we can cut 2. With Discard Magic, definitely just a little bit more vulnerable. Although Woodfall Primus is considerably worse. The fewer Through the Breaches we have in the main, the worse Woodfall Primus gets. I think... Yeah, I think this will be fine. We'll try it like this. We will definitely play. And this is exactly what I was not hoping for. Woodfall Primus in the opener, but everything around it is pretty decent, so we'll keep this. We will 3 ourselves here to suspend Search for tomorrow. And we're probably going to get Thoughtseize, which it'll take... Well, maybe they'll leave Woodfall Primus, but Soccer Tribelder or Veil of Summer. Probably more Veil of Summer, because it's just such a brutal card against blue, against Dimir Magic. They target themselves to see if they want to fetch. So they'll draw, then they'll send this away. Alright, well, we'll... Oh, we already yielded. Okay. So I sense Discard Magic coming right up. Veil of Summer is probably going away right now. But then I guess at least it protects our Sakura Tribe Elder, so... Now, since I was so sure that Discard Magic was coming, I think maybe I should have just left this Veil of Summer up. Oh. They are afraid of our ramp. Okay. Well, if we don't draw a 2-drop ramp spell, we're free to play Valakut this turn. Oh, that's a good one. definitely not F6ing through this turn. And if this deck does play Liliana, they will be in for a pretty nasty surprise. Do they have 2 discard spells? Oh, Tarmogoyf, okay. It's so unfortunate that this has to get a forest, but I think we really have to get a forest here so that we can cast this Obstinate Baloth and buy ourselves just a bit of time. So we'll get a forest. That's a decent draw. I think this will actually get rid of... Yeah, this will get rid of Tarmogoyf during their turn, and if they try to counter, we can Veil of Summer, and we'll be in a pretty good position here. So during their... Ooh, actually... Well, we'll let them... We'll wait until block step then. Traverse... Do they have Delirium? 1, 2, 3... Wow, okay. That's a Death Shadow, alright. Maybe then Beast Within gets Death Shadow? Oof. Yeah, I think Death Shadow is a lot more dangerous in this position. So we're going to use our Beast Within on Death Shadow. Okay, well that definitely gets Veil of Summered. Alright, so Obstinate Baloth will buy us a bit of time. This will enter tapped. It gets us a half-decent block against Tarmogoyf, and if they swing with the Beast, we'll definitely just block the Beast and take 5. And then we're actually in a position where we can start swinging back if they swing out. So we'll see what they do with that. If they have another Death Shadow lined up, this will be a... Or now if they have Liliana, that we are in definite trouble, but... if they can't really interact with Obstinate Baloth, then we are in kind of a good position here. They might bait us with Beast by attacking with their Beast, and then if we block, they can Fatal Push, but if Beast swings, I don't feel we're in a position to do anything but just block it. I don't even know if they leave Fatal Push in. So, if they don't, then we're in pretty good shape. They're tanking it. I suppose that's a good sign. Oh, I didn't even notice they have a little card type counter. I was counting physical types when I could have just looked at this number. So their Delirium is definitely turned on. As long as we can every turn we go without seeing a removal spell or a Death Shadow is good for us. They did see the Veil of Summer when they Inquisition, so I'm inclined to think they do have Stubborn Denial in their hand, which is a very potent spell right now. Drawing Primeval Titan is, I think Primeval Titan is our best draw. Through the Breach is highly dependent on what they've got in their hand, but I have to assume at this point that since they were willing to Inquisition us willy-nilly, I'll take this attack once, I think. They're inclined to block with the beasts because if they don't, then they're in bolt range, and they don't want to be in that position, especially with 3 of our 5 mountains in play. So I think they're just going to leave this beast up for fodder, and another Tarmogoyf. That would be pretty good for them. Collective Brutality. To drain and gain. Okay. That's good. That definitely puts them in a... Ooh, that's a fantastic draw. But then again, we still lose to Stubborn Denial, but... I mean, we've... Alright, so our options are we attack first, then play the Engineered Explosives. If we attack first, they're probably not likely to block with Beast. If they don't have counter magic, they definitely will not block. They'll go to 5. They know we have a Woodfall Primus as one of the occupants of our hand, and they'll probably be thinking they can swing back for 8 plus Bolt, plus potential more card types enter the graveyard. If we play Engineered Explosives, well, we should do this now, because if they have their counter magic, it's the safest play. We will pay green and red, and we'll do that. We'll do that. So now if they have their Stubborn Denial, we'll be informed for that. Or negate. Alright, well, now we know not to attack. We have 6. Our best draw here is Primeval Titan and nothing else. Literally nothing else. Well, we'll do that. That probably means they drew Fatal Push. Oh no, Teamer Battle Rage. Alright. Looks like they've got us. Our mulligan was a little too aggressive. I'm trying to be more proactive in keeping hands that have combo, or that have important pieces other than just lands and ramp spells. So maybe we should have kept that 7 or that 6, but hindsight's 20/20. See you in the next one.